Gene Hackman?
No, it's probably all over.
I'm not big on legends and that kind of thing. I would like to be remembered as a good actor, somebody who tried to contribute.
Gene Hackman was one of Hollywood's most respected actors, but before his passing, he left behind cryptic warnings that many think expose the dark side of Hollywood. What did he know? And does it connect to the growing list of Hollywood leaders tied to Jeffrey Epstein? From shocking events surrounding his passing to eerie inconsistencies, this story runs deeper than we all thought. So, Oscar winner Gene Hackman, his wife, and their dog were deceased for 10 days, his wife even longer, before a maintenance worker made the chilling find at their Santa Fe home. Authorities found the bodies in early February, and while there were no clear signs of foul play, something about the scene just didn't sit right. Investigators called their passing suspicious enough to start a full-scale investigation. Hackman, 95, was found in the doorway. His wife, 65-year-old Betsy Arakawa, was in the bathroom lying on her side. Right next to her head was a fallen space heater which might have tipped over when she fell. In fact, there were prescription peas scattered everywhere on the floor, and this got everyone thinking what really happened in that house that resulted in the demise. Then things got even stranger. The worker who called 911 initially reported that the front door was open, but later said he couldn't get inside. So which was it? Open or locked? This got everyone side-eyeing the contradictions. The maintenance worker and another employee later admitted they rarely ever saw the couple and hadn't had touch with them in about 2 weeks. Investigators started a full-scale inquiry, even considering gas poisoning at first. But the real cause, as originally reported, only raised more questions. When police arrived, they noticed Hackman had presumably fallen with a cane nearby. Even more unsettling, a dead German Shepherd was found inside a bathroom closet close to Betsy. But here's the twist. 2 other dogs were still living, one inside the house and one outside. Based on medical reports, Hackman succumbed due to complications of heart disease with Alzheimer's as a contributing cause. And as for Betsy, hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a rare Park-Lai respiratory illness spread by rats. That's right, rodents. But there's a problem with that idea. Hackman tested negative for the virus, and their home showed no signs of rodent behavior. Worse yet, conspiracy theorists are putting the dots together and everyone's thinking the same thing. The events surrounding Hackman and his wife's demise all look a bit sus. Now, it's no longer news that Gene Hackman became one of the most respected stars of his time, starring in classics like The French Connection, Superman, and Unforgiven, with 2 Academy Awards under his belt. But unlike most stars, Hackman didn't cling to the spotlight. He walked away from Hollywood while still at the top of his game in 2004. No farewell tour, no final blockbuster. He simply went. And when asked why, his answer was chilling. In interviews, he talked about not feeling comfortable in the business, and unlike most A-list actors, he wasn't into the whole exclusive Hollywood party scene. In fact, in a rare 2008 interview with Reuters, Hackman admitted he didn't miss acting. He said the industry had become way too difficult for him. So was Hackman's Hollywood exit really just about stress, or was he stepping away from something darker? And just like that, the conspiracy ideas started rolling in. In fact, even though officials have ruled out foul play, the internet isn't buying it. And actor Randy Quaid, the guy from A Streetcar Named Desire in The Last Detail, just threw gasoline on the fire. He straight up claimed the couple was Pami-Ed. In a wild post on X, the 74-year-old star flat out claimed Gene. Hackman and his wife are Bond victims. Some scumbags did it and staged it. And he didn't stop there. He went on to rant about how the media covers up famous bombers, saying, "Stop talking about the films he's in. This is how they get away with being popular people." Fake news starts creating film clips. How is it possible I know at least 6 people who have died like Carradine, Hackman, Ledger? Then, as if that wasn't enough, he fired off another. Tweet, "I should become a special FBI agent for these Hollywood winter probes. I already have some good leads on who killed Gene Hackman." Also, social media is on fire with speculation, with one user openly stating Gene Hackman, Teen Saints, in what looks like a suicide pact on the same day the Epstein files drop. Coincidence? I think not. But that's not all. Someone else said the reason of Hawar revealed by the police doesn't add up. One fan said, if it was natural causes, Then why did the cameras get manually turned off all around the property? Why were the tech gadgets missing their batteries? Why was the net turned off? And when y'all think about it, these people are not wrong to say what they're saying. First off, the hantavirus, which police reported was the cause of Betsy's passing, is spread by rodents, and would you believe dogs don't get infected and they don't spread the disease either? So why was the dog deceased in the closet in the first place? Even more interesting is how the police claimed that Hackman's house didn't show signs of rodent activity. And after his mow, Hackman's daughter revealed that he was in good health and was taking walks just to keep fit. Also, while medical reports say Betsy died from a natural cause, everyone is side-eyeing the cause of scroll because it doesn't make sense and the gaps only point to one thing. There was foul play somewhere. And this is why I think a full investigation needs to be done. Anyways, there's no denying that Gene Hackman left Hollywood under strange circumstances. And his dying days? Even stranger. Was he just done with the industry? Or was he trying to escape something bigger? One thing is clear, Hollywood has secrets, and those lies don't stay buried forever. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Hackman knew something Hollywood didn't want revealed? Or was his commission just a sad tragedy? Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video because many videos will be coming out soon to unravel the riddle surrounding Gene Hackman's mysterious demise. The compromises that you have to make in films are just part of the beast, and it had gotten to a point where I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it anymore. But here's where things get really interesting, because Hackman's exit lines up with a time when Hollywood's elites were lying low for fear of appearing on Epstein's list. For years, stars like Corey Feldman, Rose McGowan, and Elijah Wood have opened up about Hollywood's dark side. Feldman has repeatedly claimed that Hollywood has a deep-rooted problem with membrane and secrets, and he's not the only one. Hackman worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, many of whom later became involved in scandals. While Gene Hackman never directly called out anyone by name, he did hint at a crooked system. Some insiders even think he knew about the mistreatment of young actors, but chose to stay quiet. And think about it, why would a star at the top of his career just disappear? What did he see? And did it have anything to do with the same Hollywood leaders tied to Jeffrey Epstein? And while Gene Hackman's name never showed on those infamous flight logs, some of the biggest actors, directors, and producers he worked with were. We're talking Rolling Stones legend Mick Jagger, the late Michael Jackson, actor Alec Baldwin, former New York Gov, Andrew Cuomo, supermodel Naomi Campbell, and singer Courtney Love. But that's just the start. Also on the list, Bob Weinstein, brother of accused producer Harvey Weinstein, billionaire David Koch, the late Senator Ted Kennedy, high-profile lawyer Alan Dershowitz, former Secretary of State John Kerry, and actors Dustin Hoffman and Ralph Fiennes. And if you think this is just an accident, think again. Several top Hollywood directors from Hackman's prime age were later exposed in massive scandals, revealing a disturbing pattern of cover-ups and pyre within the industry. Take, for instance, Clint Eastwood, who directed the movie Unforgiven, which finally earned Hackman an Academy Award. Hackman watched Eastwood's life move from one scandal to another. He saw Eastwood go through multiple marriages, his first one rocked by a messy cheating story. Eastwood had several on-set love affairs, been tied to a woman 33 years younger than him, fathered 8 Ren, and even faced shocking Tiont allegations from an ex. But it wasn't only Eastwood who faced problems during Hackman's era. And here's where it gets even creepier. Many of the actors who dared to speak out against these elites suddenly vanished or were completely blacklisted. It's almost as if Hollywood has spent decades protecting its darkest secrets and killing anyone who got too close to the truth.